Surprise guest, the second cutest guest after Chevy Busco, Shlomo Wolbe, Rabbi Ari Wolbe's son. Thanks for agreeing to come on here and talk to us.
Welcome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Well, you know, the reason I wanted to have you on here is you were born into the Jewish outreach business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many people have not only hosted for Shabbos that have come and stayed in your home over the years since you've grown up?
I don't know. It's countless.
You can't even probably count it.
Yeah.
You know, I was, I think I mentioned this last night. I can't remember. I may be getting redundant after moving into my doing this since yesterday at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. But the first time I came to your home for Shabbos, my wife wanted me just to go solo and sort of check things out and sort of take notes and find out, although I really couldn't physically take notes, it was Shabbos, but say we were trying to build up to doing Shabbos ourselves. And I sort of went there on a reconnaissance mission to sort of see, okay, how do they do everything? And when I got back, my wife asked, like, how was it? You know, you're going over to some people's house. You really don't know anyone there. And I said, I asked her, I was like, what's your favorite hotel? And she goes, oh, the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs. You know, it was like so amazing. Like the staff, it's just like the service is unbelievable there. And I was like, that's the Wolbe home, because it seemed that, you know, you guys made me feel at home, like part of the family. I really thought I wanted to talk to Zahava and see if there was like a staff meeting where she was training all of you. Even Hadassah, when she was a baby, like, I mean, seriously, she's smiling at me so cute. Like, I mean, is there like a training session you guys go through on how to be so hospitable to your guest?
I mean, it's just like how we were brought up. Like, we came in a family where, like, my parents bring everyone in, no matter the background. So we just like learn from that, and
you just learn from example, you know. And so you've met so many Jews over the years that your dad's taught, and you've been, you know, a staple here. I even at Partners in Torah, you're here studying with the study partner as well.
Yeah.
You know, so you've seen all the amazing things Torch has done over the years. You're a huge participant in all that. You're hosting these people. What would you like to share with the world? Like, if from everything you've seen, your dad and your uncle, Rabbi Yochal Wolbe, and what Rabbi Busco is doing for Jews, and you've seen it firsthand how it impacts them. You've seen it, like, you know, when I first started coming here and I didn't know anything. Like, I really didn't even know the holidays outside of Hanukkah, Passover, and something you did in the fall where you had to sit in synagogue all day. That's all I knew, you know? And so you've seen Jews like me come in, not knowing anything, starting to learn Torah, get so like thirsty for it. So you've seen that transformation, haven't you?
Yeah, like multiple times.
So does it make you want to become a Jewish outreach rabbi?
Yeah. Like,
really? Awesome. As the president of Torch, I'm always thinking ahead. So that's inspired you to want to follow in your dad's footsteps?
Yeah, it's just like such a, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so fun.
And probably just meaningful. I mean, is there anything more meaningful work than to help out a fellow Jew that's
think of.
thirsty for knowledge, that has never been exposed to Torah?
Not much.
And especially when you've grown up in an environment where you had Torah, and to know that there's Jews out there that never had exposure to it, that's you're probably getting what I hear from a lot of Jews is that when you have a lot of it, you want to share it.
Yeah.
So right now you are, what grade are you in?
I'm in 9th.
And you're going to, what's the name of the
I go to the Masifta of Houston.
Okay. So it's so I see you there in the evenings when I go there to study with your dad. You're studying Talmud, getting a wonderful education there in the community. We have a great school for boys 9 through 12. So you're on your way.
Until 10 right now.
Huh?
It's 9 and 10 right now, but
oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Eventually.
Okay. So and you have aspirations to go to yeshiva?
Yeah, when I finish.
Okay. and then you'll come back and we'll talk about your becoming a torch rabbi and carrying the torch?
I hope to.
See, we at Torch, we're always thinking about the future. More students, more amazing rabbis. This is what we do. And anything you would like to share, everyone listening, after seeing all the hard work that your mom, and I haven't even really mentioned your amazing mom, Zahava. I mean, preparing all these Shabbos meals, it's crazy. I mean, how much work she does, and Dad, how much you guys work. I mean, anything you want to share with the world on why they should be supporting this organization?
I mean, I don't know where to start even. Like everything that happens in the Torch Center or within the rabbis' homes and everything, it's just like everyone's cared for. Everyone's like, the food, it's all free for whoever comes. It's like, and we need the money for that. And like,
right, you're right, because you want to make sure that when a Jew comes to Shabbos meal, that they have an exquisite meal, and your mom, like, I don't know how she prepares like this multiple course meal, but it creates such a feeling of connection. It's really sort of like a very visceral way of connecting Judaism that then leads to Torah study. And that, you're right, it costs money. You guys are feeding. If I should have brought a picture of your dining room, because it's huge. You could have this table that, I don't know, how many people do you think you get around that table on Shabbos?
An average about like 30.
But sometimes there's been more. I mean,
yeah,
it's been
much more.
It's been, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. So, and then this is also where your tzedakah dollars go. And it's so meaningful. Again, I'm going to state it again. So many people first connected with Judaism by experiencing Shabbos, and no better way of experiencing Shabbos than being at the Wolbe home. That really does sort of stir the flame, being there in that atmosphere, hearing the Devar Torah, everything, seeing what a family looks like when they're engaged in Shabbos. I mean, you guys are so close. And all of these things, they take resources, that's where your tzedakah goes. It's to connect Jews and Judaism. So please go to givetorch.com. We're getting close to 492,000. Again, I want to stress, when we created the budget, it was, what do we need to keep going as is? But as you've heard this story of Torch for the last 2 days, we've never been status quo. We're always innovating, finding new ways to make sure, again, every Jew is across the globe we can access to learn Torah. And again, now to make sure everyone has an opportunity to learn one-on-one with the rabbi through our Torch Plus program. So please support us. I have more students coming later on. I'll be bringing back on the rabbis to talk more. Maybe I'll get our beautiful and wonderful Scott cameraman to come back on. So stay tuned. We'll take a brief break and be back shortly.